Counting words, need 2-3 sentences, 30-45 words total. Bioluminescent bacteria is the key term from facts, must avoid any invented numbers or names. The darkness presses in, deeper than sunlight ever reaches, where pressure crushes steel. A faint blue pulse drifts above a jaw, not a star, not a mine, something alive. Bioluminescent bacteria glow within its lure. A woods hole submersible's beam cut the black. 20 years after the first deep-sea dives, the crew saw it, a female anglerfish hovering motionless. Her Elysium, a whip-like lure, dangled just above her jaws. The tip pulsed with a soft, steady light. No other creature glowed here, only the lure, a beacon in absolute night. The submersible's thrusters hummed, the only sound in the crushing silence of the deep ocean's dark, high-pressure environment. 12 words. The light moved subtly, mimicking a small fish. Prey would follow it, drawn by the illusion. The crew froze. They'd expected jellyfish or shrimp, not this. The light wasn't a feature of the fish. It was a living garden. Bioluminescent bacteria, millions of them, thrived inside the esca. They produced the glow in a symbiotic partnership spanning centuries. Oceanographers documented the first confirmed case. This wasn't just a lure. It was a biological light source, a desperate adaptation for hunting in perpetual night. Then they saw the male, attached near her shoulder, fused to her skin, a tiny figure no larger than a thumb. His eyes were gone, consumed by darkness. He shared her bloodstream. His mouth was sealed shut, useless. He'd spent his life anchored, a permanent passenger. This wasn't mating, it was survival. In a world where meeting a mate was near impossible, this was the only way. The deep sea demanded impossible adaptations, and the anglerfish delivered. The ocean swallowed the submersible's lights. Only the faint blue pulse remained, a silent promise in the abyss. Bacteria pulsed steadily in the esca's hollow core. Millions thrived in the symbiotic dark, their light the only visible thing in the crushing black. No artificial glow, no heat, pure chemical energy converted to blue light. The anglerfish didn't produce this, it hosted it. The symbiosis was absolute. Bacteria fed on nutrients from the fish, in return providing light. This wasn't a trick. It was biology made manifest, a self-sustaining beacon in the endless night. The deep sea demanded light. The anglerfish provided it. The male's fused form was undeniable. His body, reduced to a tiny mass of tissue and blood vessels, was absorbed into the female's flank. His eyes were vestigial pits. His jaws never opened. He lived only to share her blood. This was not courtship. It was biological necessity. In the vast, empty midnight zone, finding a mate was improbable. Fusion ensured reproduction. It was a direct adaptation to scarcity. One theory says this parasitism evolved as the only solution to low population density and extreme isolation. Pressure was constant. In the deep ocean, the water compressed with immense force due to the extreme. The anglerfish's body was soft, gelatinous, flexible. Its bones were light, its muscles dense with water. This structure resisted crushing. Its internal organs adjusted to the pressure gradient. No rigid skeleton, no air bladders, just a body shaped by the deep. This adaptation allowed it to exist where few other predators could. It was a quiet mastery of the abyss. The lure's movement was slow, deliberate. The Elysium, a modified dorsal spine, twitched with minimal energy. The esca's light attracted curious prey. A shrimp, a crab, a small fish, drawn by the glow into the jaws waiting below. This method was efficient. It required no speed, no strength, only patience and light. One leading theory holds the lure's specific color and pattern evolved to mimic smaller prey, luring larger animals closer. The light was a trap, not just a beacon. This strategy came at a cost. The male's fusion was a permanent energy drain. The female carried him for life. The bacteria required constant nutrients. The body was slow, vulnerable to larger predators, yet the trade-off was clear. Survival meant fewer risks, less energy spent searching. In the deep sea, where food was rare and the hunt could last weeks, this was the only way. The anglerfish's adaptations were not elegant. They were necessary, they were brutal, and they worked. The faint blue pulse continued, a single point of light against the crushing dark. Blue light pulses, not the fish's own glow. The bacteria inside the esca, a constant hum of chemical energy. They live in perfect balance inside the lure. But why rely on these microbes? Why not evolve light-producing cells? The fish's body offers no pathway for this. The bacteria require nutrients from the host, a costly symbiosis. One theory suggests the bacteria are easier to maintain than a biological light organ. But no deep-sea anglerfish has been observed growing its own light. We see only the symbiosis. The cost is clear. The male fusion is another puzzle. The tiny male fuses permanently to the female. They share blood. It saves energy during rare encounters. Yet shallow-water anglerfish, like frogfish, do not fuse. They find mates through sight and sound. Why does fusion exist only in the deep? The pressure, the darkness? We lack direct evidence. No lab can replicate the midnight zone's crushing weight. No submersible has witnessed this fusion happening. We infer from dead specimens. The question remains, is fusion an adaptation to the deep, or just a byproduct? The lure's color is the deepest mystery. One theory says the blue light mimics small prey, but the deep sea is pitch black. How do prey see * the mimicry? The faintest light might be invisible. Perhaps the lure's specific wavelength attracts prey's own bioluminescence, or it lures by * disrupting * their vision. We've tested the lures in labs. The light doesn't match known prey signals. We don't know what the prey sees. We don't know what the light is *. We have the evidence, the bacteria, the fusion, the lure's light, but the *Y remains unresolved. The adaptations work. They've kept anglerfish alive for millions of years, yet every explanation is incomplete. The deep sea holds its breath. It doesn't explain itself. What color light do they really need?